Gamescom is just around the corner, so let's discuss the chances of Silksong making an appearance at the event. And just in case you already believe that there's no chance, and I understand why you'd think that, but do remember that they did bring a playable demo to Gamescom back in 2019. Now that demo allowed players to play within two areas. We've got Deep Docks and Moss Grotto, and take this with a pinch of salt because obviously a limited view of the game can't actually tell you much about the finished product, but one player said that it felt so good and finished. What I didn't know until I started writing the script for this video is that in 2019, the demo at Gamescom seemed to only be available on one machine at the Nintendo Indie World booth. Just one machine. And just in case Team Cherry do plan to have Silksong appear at any future gaming events, please for the love of God have more than one machine! The other Silksong demo at E3 in 2019 was also at the Nintendo booth. However, Nintendo have already confirmed after careful consideration that they will not be present at Gamescom this year. But that doesn't mean the dream is dead. As we all know, Silksong isn't exclusive to any one platform. Despite the demo only being available through Nintendo so far, that doesn't mean that it's not possible that it could appear with another platform, or company, or brand, or anything like that. I mean, it won't be with Sony either, because Sony are also apparently skipping Gamescom this year. But Xbox apparently are gonna have a huge booth, and in their words, it's their biggest booth yet. And the games that they've already confirmed that will be present include Age of Mythology Retold, Avowed, Our History Untold, Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred, and World of Warcraft, The War Within, sorry. And that's not even it. Apparently, they're going to be revealing more games in the lead up to the event. I think I'm being hopelessly optimistic because this is really the only event in Europe that it's even remotely possible that Silksong could make an appearance. I mean, there's also Paris Games Week, which is the largest gaming show in Europe, but correct me if I'm wrong, my understanding is that we get more announcements out of Gamescom and it has the bigger industry presence. Every year my inbox is inundated with invites to playtest the biggest upcoming games at Gamescom, but I've never received anything like that for Paris Games Week, even though Paris is closer to me. And I'm really sorry, that wasn't supposed to sound like a weird humble brag. It seems to have the more things for creators and press to do. Plus, Jeff Keighley also hosts his own stage show at Gamescom. It's the opening ceremony. It's called Opening Night Live, and they do game announcements, trailer and gameplay reveals, and it's like a first look at Gamescom before it starts. And while I was looking into this in more detail, I did stumble upon the booking form for a slot in the pre-recorded pre-show, as the main show slots are obviously already sold out. Did you know it costs 57,500 euros for a 30-second slot, and that's in the pre-show? So I'm gonna need to grow to 57,500 subscribers by August next year, and then I need each of you to give me €1, just one, just the one. Then we can at least guarantee a Silksong appearance at Gamescom 2025. I could even push my hot sauce. Right, I'm rambling as usual, but given Team Cherry's silence on these matters, they haven't explicitly said they're not going to be attending in any capacity. They've been seen at dev-centered events recently, and Gamescom does have its own developer conference prior to the big event for the public. That's like a separate thing called like DevCon. And as I said at the beginning of the video, Silksong has also previously appeared at a Gamescom event, so the chances may be low, but it's not zero. If it were to appear, I'd guess that it would either be an announcement during Opening Night Live, or it would be at the Xbox Giga booth, or they'll have closed doors previews for media and hopefully creators as well. However, I don't feel quite as optimistic as I did with Summer Games Fest. Like, it would be odd to have skipped that one to then make an appearance at Gamescom. So realistically, I'm feeling like it's a very, very small chance. I'm hopeful, but I don't see it happening. And I don't want to assign like a guesstimate to that because you guys will come for me. Before I finish the video, I do want to mention that there is some inconsistent reporting on who's actually attending Gamescom, because the Radio Times says that Sony and Nintendo are confirmed. The exhibitor list does actually have them present, but then there's multiple articles about them saying that they're not attending at all. So sometimes this just means that they might have like a small booth just to be seen there, but they won't have anything big to show or play. I'm presuming that's the case, but we'll find out in a couple of weeks. Just in case you want to see me get rejected by Darth Vader, please check out my recent Disney vlog. Otherwise, have a wonderful day and I'll see you in the next one.